EU finance targets companies against political opponents and uncomfortable voices. So the EU now are actually targeting their political opponents that do not agree with the EU, and you see this across the EU. Romania, they said that I think it was £100,000 of Russian donations to the media stopped their election. They cancelled them, and then I don't know if they've had them or they're going to redo it. France, Le Pen, political prosecution. Orban now they're talking about prosecuting because they're saying that he's far right because he doesn't agree, and they're talking about kicking him out of voting in the EU so they can bypass him so they can get things through. That's not democratic, taking leaders out of the organisation just so you can get it through and then go, oh, well, now you're allowed back and now you're allowed to vote. We are all equal until you disagree with us, and then you are not equal, and we will remove you. That's not democratic. The EU is acting like Germany in 1936 to 1938. Probably a bit before that, to be honest. Where dissenting voices they were silencing and criticising. They're blaming everyone else. It's back then the Germany blamed the Jews and silencing opposition, arresting opposition. And you can read this through history books and that. And the EU are doing no different. They're already silencing voices on media. They're talking about taking control of the media so you can only hear what they want you to hear and what they think is the truth. Some of the stuff that I say on my channel, I've been told that I'm going to end up getting arrested for. It's going to happen, ain't it? Can't do much about it, but I'm not going to go back on what I say. But the EU is just getting as bad. Brussels paid millions to environmental associations, but not only for the climate. The EU financed target campaigns against political opponents and uncomfortable voices after years of criticism. The Commission is now officially admitting the scandal. So they're admitting to some of it, but not all of it, because it will put people against them. But we've been saying this for years, and this was, according to them, this was lies, this was fake news, conspiracy. So because it's a conspiracy, it shouldn't be in the media. And now they're going, oh, well, actually, all that conspiracy that we've told you that you've got to stop doing was the truth. Sorry. We put billions into silencing people and criticising our political opponents and voices we don't like, putting them in prison. How bad? Now we're going to carry on like nothing's happened. And most people, not being funny, with short attention span, will forget this within a week or two. And that is the problem now. Most people can't remember 4 years ago, 6 years ago. You talk to them and they're like, oh no, I can't remember that, And you're like, but that happened and this happened. They go, oh no, I can't remember that, And it's just like, what is going on? But yeah, so all the conspiracy theories come true.